Behind a hidden bookshelf door in Amsterdam, a teenage girl and 7 others spent 2 years living in fear, afraid that one wrong sound could mean they were being discovered. And now visitors to Griffin Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago can step inside a full-scale recreation of that hidden annex, walking through the same cramped rooms where Anne Frank wrote the diary that would later be read by millions around the world. Today we have Dr. Chevy Humphrey, President and CEO of the Griffin Museum, to discuss why Anne Frank's story continues to resonate and why these anniversaries make this a timely moment for reflection. Dr. Humphrey, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Why did Griffin Museum of Science and Industry decide to bring this exhibition to Chicago?
There are a number of reasons why we brought the exhibition to Chicago. We bring traveling exhibits to the museum that people would not otherwise be able to see, and many of our visitors may or may not have the opportunity to visit Amsterdam, and so we wanted to make sure we brought this opportunity to tell Anne's story to Chicago. And the other reason is a number of our school children are, trying to make sense of the world around them, and that's simply what Anne was trying to do. She was trying to be a teenager, and she was trying to figure out why were these horrible things happening around her. And so we wanted young people to understand that you can find hope and resilience in reflecting and writing, and just as Anne did.
What can visitors expect when they step inside the recreated annex, and how is it different from visiting the Anne Frank house in Amsterdam?
Well, when you visit the Anne Frank house in Amsterdam, the house is empty, and Otto wanted it left exactly how the Nazis left it. And so in our exhibition, each room in the annex is meticulously designed, and it's based on Otto's recollection of what the rooms looked like during that time. And so you'll be able to see how they lived and how they were able to come together in one room to play games, etc., and trying to keep a sense of understanding of how to be a family and how to come together, but also under these horrendous environment.
Why are the anniversaries of Anne Frank's final diary entry and the annex's discovery meaningful moments for this exhibition?
They're meaningful moments because it tells Anne's story of hope amid darkness, and it also provides an opportunity for people to learn about Anne and her story and the journey and the horrible outcome of what happened to Anne in her life.
How does this exhibition help young people understand the dangers of anti-Semitism and hatred today?
Anne has a quote where it says, how wonderful it is to ensure that we make this world a better place. And one of the things that we really want for young people is to create their own agency of how they're going to create opportunities in this world to make it better and make it a better place, and where there's no hate, where there's no anti-Semitism, where there's hope.
What resources are available for schools and educators who may visit the exhibition?
The museum will provide educator guides for all teachers, as well as every school field trip will be able to go through the exhibition for free. In addition, every school child will receive their own diary so that they can reflect and write about their experience and trying to understand the world around them. We also provide scholarships for free buses.
Where can we go for more information?
If you'd like to find out more about visiting the Anne Frank exhibition, please go to our website at griffinmsi.org.